Let me explain you a story, a good story. Okay, now the same story you have to explain, and I'll be reading and I'll be explaining you, and the same you have to say by own with your own words, or you can see the book and you can explain me again and make a review. This will be a homework. This will be a homework. Yes. Now, the thirsty crow. What do you call the thirsty crow? It was a hot day, a very hot day. So the sun was up in the sky. The sun was up in the sky, and it shone bright, very brightly. In summer days we see the afternoons, right? It shone brightly. Yes, it was very hot day. Yes, it was a very hot day. A crow sat on the branch of a tree. A crow sat on the branch of a tree. She felt very thirsty. Oh, my mouth is dry. She said to herself, I must drink some water or I will die. If you are very thirsty, if you not drink the water, what we will do? We will have a feeling of that we will die, right? So it is also having the same thing. Oh, I must drink some water or I will die. But there was no water. The crow flew around and round looking for water. The crow, what it did? It flew around and round looking the water. In the forest it is rare, right? She saw a pot and flew to the pot. She saw a pot, a big pot. You will be having in your home a big pot, and it flew to the pot. The crow sat on the pot. Now the crow sat on the pot, sitting on the pot like this, and looked into it. He had seen like this into it. Yes, there was some water. In it. But only a little. Very little. This much of water only it is having on. And the pot is bigger. The crow could not reach the water and she was thirsty. The crow could not reach the water. Her beak is here and the water is there, and she cannot reach the water. Now what will have it out? How can I get the water? The crow thought, how can I get the water? She thought and thought. Then she looked around. What he has done? The crow has done? It has looked around. She looked around. She saw some stones nearby. She has seen some stones nearby. Then she has an idea. I got an idea now. What I have to do now? The crow flew to the stone. She picked the stone. She flew back to the pot with the stone. She picked the stone and she flew back to the pot with the stone. Small stone. Alright. Then she put it into the pot. What she has done? She put it into the pot where there is a water. Am I right? She put it into the pot. Yes. Now, then she picked another stone and put it into the pot. She took another stone and put it into the pot again. Then another stone. Why? The water is coming up. So it felt very excitement and it started filling it out. One stone and another stone also. And she put them all into the pot. She put so many stones into the pot. Slowly the water came up. Now the crow could reach the water. With her mouth. She drank the water. She drank her fill. Totally. She stomach fill now. So he has used the word, she drank her fill. She was very happy. Now it was very thirsty. Okay, now she drank the water and she was very happy. Am I right? See children, you can say the story without seeing, and why I have said today the story with seeing, because the words and terminology are very good in this book. The same snapshot I am sending to you, use the same format of language and the terminology, okay, and you practice it twice or thrice or 5 times or 10 times, but the word and terminology should be adopted to you. Okay? Okay children, have a nice day. So write one time in your English classwork, 6th class, okay, and if it's 7th class also. Write one time in your classwork and practice n number of times. So many times you have to practice and you have to say by your own. Okay, try to speak. Try to speak. Sir, naku raadu. So what I have done, I have seen and have said the story to you. క్లియర్ సార్ మాకు రాలేదు, మేము చదవలేము కదా ఇక్కడ అని అనుకుంటారని నేను చదివి మీకు వినిపించడం జరిగింది. ఓకే, నేను ఓన్గా స్టోరీ చెప్పాను అనుకో, మీరు ఇంకొక రకంగా చెప్తూ ఉంటారు. సో ద రీజన్ ఐ హ్యావ్ టేకెన్ ద బుక్ అండ్ ఐ హ్యావ్ సెడ్ ద స్టోరీ. దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఫస్ట్ టైమ్ ఐ హ్యావ్ టేకెన్ ద బుక్ అండ్ ఐ హ్యావ్ సెడ్ ద స్టోరీ టు యూ ద పీపుల్. సో యూ స్టార్ట్ మేకింగ్ మై డియర్ చిల్డ్రన్, రైట్? Start reading it out twice or thrice. The language should be very good when you're speaking. Okay? Have a nice day. And one time is your homework in the classwork and make a video. Bye children. Have a nice day.